If you're a heating air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, what do you need to know about buyer's playbook and skepticism, and why does it matter? This is a super important question. I'm Scott Silverman-Bell. I'm coming to you live for HVAC Technician Sales Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento. All right, this is the seventh play in the Playbook series about the type of people that you meet with. And there's hybrid versions of this. You can start combining these and you can start moving them around. But this last one is the skeptic. And the skepticism is one of those things that, like, you're never going to make that person happy. And it doesn't matter what you say and it doesn't matter what you do. And some people get this confused with the angry buyer. A skeptic is allowed to buy themselves time by not making a decision. It's a way of waffling. It's a way of, well, I don't know if that's necessarily true. Well, I need to get other people to tell me that, this is actually accurate. Well, I want a list of 27 referrals. Well, I don't know if this product is good. I'm going to have to look it up. It's a trust issue. But this trust issue may be real and it may be fake. And it may be fake in a way for them to buy time, right? So there's things that you can do. There's questions you can ask. You do have to learn how to overcome skepticism if you're going to be a sales professional, if you're going to do anything around the world of sales, because what it is that person is looking for proof, right? So it's an if-then statement. So Mr. or Mrs. Buyer, here's the thing. Let's say for a minute that I could find you proof. Then what? It's a form of if I could do that, then what? Right? Well, then I would need to talk it through, but then I would need to get 27 people to confirm it. Then I would have to look it up online. Then I'd have to pay for it on a Wednesday on a full moon when I'm stubbing my toe. As a salesperson, as a professional, you have some decisions to make. Do you have the possibility of closing this deal? And two, are they going to be a problem? So you kind of have to get some sales balls, right? You have to learn how to start asking the tough questions or having the tough conversations, but you need to watch your vocal pitch and tone, your speed and your pace. And I watched Grant Cardone in a video smiling and laughing as he was going through the sales process. You need to learn how to have fun, right? Hands down, you got to have fun in the sales process. And so dealing with skepticism is going to be the same way. You're going to ask questions. If I could do that, then what? Let's say for a moment I am able to do that. What way are you going to pattern making your decision? How do you know? Right? And a lot of times what they're going to tell me is my gut tells me that. So my next answer is, what does your gut tell you right now? Right? It's not like going to be mysteriously a week from now, you're going to wake up in the middle of the night and your gut's going to go, I really like that Scott Silverman-Bell dude. I think he's amazing. No, you're going to know instantly. And so the way to flip the tables on the skeptical buyer is going to be artificial deadlines. It's going to be like, I'll give you a special today. And the person is going to throw a fit. You need to know that. And this right here is why you should join my email publication. I'll give you the goods, not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel, which means private coaching, private training, discounted training, a bunch of cool stuff. And so you can, and you're probably going to butt heads, just so you know, hands down, you're going to butt heads as you're having this conversation and you're explaining like, hey, here's the special and here's what I'm willing to do today. Well, why are you putting so much pressure on me? Well, you got to flip it on them. Why are you putting so much pressure on me? It's not my fault that the last 27 people that you bought from, maybe your gut isn't right. If you've had all these problems in the past and you've relied upon your gut, it sounds like it's probably failed you. Is that not true? Right? And you're going to have to put back some pressure on them. And this type of buyer loves to live on maybe too. You ask them a question, they don't want to answer. You ask them for a commitment, they don't want to give it to you. And so you can start doing the same thing. You can reverse and do the same exact thing to them. There is a lot of different ways to do this depending upon your personality, but realize that overcoming skepticism is going to take time, and that's okay, right? That's fine. It's going to take questions, and there's going to be times where that buyer is going to avoid your question. You're going to ask them a question and they're going to gloss over it. So you're going to have to 3+ them. I learned this from Jim Camp. Jim Camp would come up with 3 different ways to ask the same question. And so when people don't want to answer you, you do have to learn how to 3+ them and ask the question another way. Okay, let's circle back to this. Let me ask you this another way. You could say it that way. You could just flat out ask them the question a little bit differently, but there's going to be a point where that's done out of their control so that they can control the sales process. Skepticism is meant to control everything. Skepticism is meant so that they don't really have to make a decision that puts off the buying process. And there will be times where they will circle back and they will be angry with you. And that's okay too. Even angry people will buy. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.